Raised in a Christian home. I gave my life to the Lord when I was 7. And yeah, you can sit. It's cool. This dude up front's like, yeah, it's cool. I've been sitting the whole time. I gave my life to the Lord when I was 7. And a verse that I heard over and over and over again was Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Those are the only people who know that verse in here tonight. I'm going to take some of you out of your comfort zone tonight. It's okay. It'll be good. Y'all scaring me, Illinois. Philippians 4:13, it says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I want to be honest with you. Up until a few years ago, I realized that I did not live my life like that. I lived like I could do some things. I would evaluate my situation. If it was too hard or too difficult, I would take a step back. And I feel like I'm not the only one in the room who's lived like that. But you see, when Paul was writing this verse, he'd seen some really good times, but he'd also seen some bad times. Remember, this is the same guy who hated God so much that he would kill Christians. Yet here he is looking back on everything. He's like, you know what? I'm able to do all things through Christ who gives me strength. He doesn't say some things. He doesn't even say most things. He says all things. Isn't that incredible? It's amazing. You know, when Jesus was hanging with his disciples right before he went back up into heaven, he did something crazy. He promised them something greater. I don't know if it was the way I was raised. I'm not really sure what denomination this is. But that was really hard for me to wrap my head around. You see, the way I was raised, the Jesus story kind of ended with him coming back to life. I was quite upset to learn that there was more, because I had missed out on it for a long time. But I'm here to tell you that there's more. So he promises them something greater, right? And that means that there is something greater than walking and talking with Jesus. Hope we all know. That something greater is called the Holy Spirit. But he doesn't stop there. He says, not only is there something greater coming, but with the Holy Spirit, you're going to be doing even greater miracles than I did when I was here. Church, that's when you say amen. That's nuts. So, I'm looking back on my own life, and like I said, I accepted Christ when I was 7. But I believe that you can be a Christian and still miss it. So I'm looking back on my life and I'm thinking, what do I have to show for that? Church, let me ask you, what do we have to show for that? Stings a little bit, doesn't it? I'm not here to point a finger. If I'm pointing a finger at anybody, it'd be myself. I want to encourage. But even more than that, I don't just want to wrap up a piece of bubble gum to you guys tonight. I want to challenge you. How many of you believe Philippians 4:13? Let me see it. Come on. That's awesome. It means something so cool for you and me. It changed my world. When I was writing this next song a few years ago, this new revelation. It means that no matter what you're going through, how bad your situation may seem, it means that it doesn't matter. That's awesome, so I'm going to say it again. It means that it doesn't matter. Because when you're walking with the Holy Spirit, it means that you are limitless.